Welcome into the Lane and Tangwall live post-game show. We are here at the student bookstore downtown State College, where you should get all your Penn State merch needs. I am joined by Big Keith Goon Conlin, who's making his way in right now. If you're watching, he is coming in. Look, you're looking a little bit. You're looking better than the last time we were here.
Of course.
Yeah, Goon's looking good. He's getting back from the old surgery. That's the life of us, football players. This is what we live. Goon,
I thought I was.
How's it going, man? You're good.
I got nothing on me.
We're just hanging.
I can't even hear myself think right now.
No, that's all right. We can't hear each other either, but that's how we go.
Yeah.
How's it? Everything
I just
good?
didn't do anything. I didn't do much yesterday. I didn't push it.
No.
Yeah, I left the tailgate. Game started. I told the wife, I said, take me home.
Yeah. Do you normally stay for the games and watch them on the TV?
I'll stay watch the games and all that TV there and then hang out afterwards and stuff like that. But then the last couple of games, I've just been so hurt and I didn't recover until Tuesday. So I said, you know what? I feel pretty good. I'm getting better. I don't want to take a setback here. So
yeah, that's smart.
Went home, chilled out. I feel great.
Load management.
The only problem is that today, something happened today.
What happened today?
I'm rocking my own number as my age now, buddy.
Oh, it's the Big Goon birthday? Happy
53
Happy
for 53.
birthday, man. Thanks for hanging out with us on your birthday.
53 for 53.
53 for 53. How does that feel?
Would have been a lot better if we won the freaking game.
Yeah, it would have been a little bit more of a celebration. That was, we were I wanted that so bad for Terry, man, and all the guys.
I wanted it for everybody.
For everybody.
Everybody bought in. I really do think that.
No,
but Terry has these kids playing. He's going to play in a lot. They're playing hard for him. They want to win for him, and I love that.
Yep.
Absolutely love that. And like I said, I've told you before, the emotions we're showing the last couple of weeks is what the emotions I wanted to see against UCLA and Northwestern, which is what we didn't see, and this is why we're in the predicament we're in right now.
Yeah. No, I think that's the coolest part. Ever since we came out against Iowa, we have seen this team have a different fire, having fun playing football. And I think even against, you saw moments at Iowa and Ohio State, but that was my favorite part about yesterday. It was just there was so much guys having fun. There was just energy on the sideline and the fans in the stadium too. I mean, obviously that was the first time back since. That was the first game since Northwestern, right?
And I got to give the fans a lot of credit because they showed up, and a lot of people were saying they weren't going to show up, they weren't going to be allowed, they were going to be booing and all that. And I don't know who the hell the people who thought that was going to happen, who they root for. Well, that's not how Penn State fans are.
No.
I truly believe that. I do not think that they're the type of guys who are going to go out there. I've always said this, our country's being, our tails being wagged by 10% on the idiots on the right and 10% idiots on the left. And then there's 80% in the middle. So, the fanatical 10% of people who hated James Franklin and wanted him gone are the most vocal and stuff like that.
Right.
Well, there's still, 10% of 110,000 is only going to be 11,000 people. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
So.
Yeah, no, I thought the support was fantastic. I was really happy with that. It seemed like it was loud in there. I wasn't in there, but it seemed like it was pretty good. I think that was great. Man, we just could have finished that thing off.
What was that, sixth home game?
That would have been
That's our sixth home game. And Landon has yet to show up for a tailgate.
Well, before, it used to be a little bit easier. I used to be up there.
Well, now you're working there now? Now you understand?
Well, I'm planted down Studio Center downtown at the spot. We do the pregame, postgame show. So I get in there.
Just kidding, buddy. It's tough, I know.
I have a couple beers.
The Wi-Fi blows up there.
It is pretty bad.
Horrible.
Wi-Fi is pretty bad. We got some birthday shout-outs for Goon.
Oh, yeah?
Someone said, you big stud, Goon, you look great. So that's got to feel good on the birthday.
Somebody needs to check their BAC.
We got Goon, got that Montgomery County sexy working today.
Go ahead, buddy.
There we go. We're getting some good. There's some good Goon love right here. Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar, I knew that guy.
Yeah.
Yep. Caesar
Palace. Right in the back.
Caesar Palace.
There you go. Exactly. Goon, so, man, I don't know. It's tough. It's
close.
Tough. It's very close. Terry Smith said it in his presser. He said, look, one thing you'll never have to question about a Terry Smith coach team is the effort. And he said that in his opening presser when he got named interim head coach. He was like, look, that's not something you guys are going to have to worry about here, that there's not going to be effort. And like I said, I think there was a big switch there, and you saw the guys kind of get fired up and want to play for him. So that definitely made me excited. I felt good about that. But man, that win would have done a lot for the morale of kind of just everything of the outlook. But you got to keep chugging on, and we're going to play Michigan State, which I got some memories out there. You ever play a snow game out in Michigan State?
I played one worse.
Oh yeah, you were in the
Ice Bowl in 1993.
Who'd you guys have here? Was that Michigan? No,
it was Sparty. Well, Michigan game. My last game at Penn State was 1995. That was the Snow Bowl. That was the 23 inches of snow on the ground 3 days before the game.
Wait, was that where they got the
convicts?
They got the
prisoners
convicts out of the local state pen, and they were shoveling the snow.
Absolutely.
I feel like they don't do that anymore.
What?
I feel like they don't do stuff like that anymore. Like
we don't get 24 inches of snow 3 days before a game anymore.
That's a good point. That's a good point. That's pretty valid, actually.
Yeah, they had. I mean, see, you're a Southern kid, so I know you don't understand. If we got snow today, look at the leaves on the trees. Go ahead and look outside. See all those leaves that are still on those trees?
Still a lot of leaves out there.
So you're going to have a lot of power outages when you have a heavy snowstorm this early in the, because the trees and leaves will catch all the snow, and they will weigh the trees down, and the trees will crack its back, and they break wires then. Now, if all of the leaves are off of the trees, there's not much place for the snow to land. So that's why you have early season. You have a lot of power outages and stuff like that.
I didn't know
the leaves aren't on the ground and stuff like that.
As a Annapolis, Maryland boy here, we're right on the.
We're right on the water.
We're on the water. We're on the water. So yeah, I didn't. It was like 2 inches of snow. Schools canceled for like 3 days in Maryland. So it's very different when I got here, and I remember when I first 2021 just chugging through morning workouts, 4:30 in the morning, walking from East. Well, thankfully I was in East. I think you guys were in East too, but were you in East? Yeah, because that was where the new dorms are. So Martin, I believe still, Martin is the newest Martin dorms. If you guys know, if you got any kids or anything, or if you got some young fans watching the show, Martin it's right in front of like the tennis courts on East, where everybody plays pickleball. It wasn't that bad of a walk because you just kind of cut down through Nittany Apartments. And but I'll never forget, it was like my first winter workout, and it's January, and I mean, just waking up to 8 inches of snow.
You came in early.
Yeah, I did early enrollee.
You had to. If you didn't have COVID, would you have?
No.
Okay.
No, so what was crazy, the WCAC where I played, if anybody knows DMV football, DeMatha Catholic, Gonzaga, where Caleb Williams, Olu Fashanu went, all those guys, they never had an early enrollee ever. Chase Young early enrolled at Ohio State, but he technically went to some public school for 2 days. It was you find workarounds. But I just told him it was COVID and there was nothing to do, and good counsel wasn't even holding school. We were all on Zoom, so I asked him, look, can I just graduate early? And with the circumstances, they said, sure, go for it. So it was cool. It was a good experience. Although getting your butt kicked in spring ball as a true freshman, you didn't even have a whole year under your belt. That was something I'll never forget. But yeah, it's good. That's a lot of these young freshmen. That's why they're able to succeed earlier now, because they're getting here 5 months earlier than they have in the past. I mean, they didn't even have that when you were here, right? There was no early enrolling. Yeah. See, different
gray
times.
shirts.
Great. Yeah, that's where you kind of do a...
Gray shirt would be I would be the class of spring of 1991. I graduated high school, but I wouldn't enroll at Penn State until spring of 92. So I would just do something in the fall, not play anywhere, but don't go to Penn State in the fall.
Just kind of almost like a gap year.
So your clock doesn't start until the next fall. You have a whole extra spring ahead of it. Okay. So a couple guys had done that. Not in my class. I think that Jordan Norwood was the first gray shirt. Well, we don't have Prop 48s anymore, do we?
What's Prop 48?
That's when you could make these 700 and ASATs.
Oh, no, we don't do. You find a way to get everybody in nowadays.
Yeah, amazing.
Oh, we recruit smart players. That's what we'll go with. It's just better. No, Dom DeLuca was actually a gray shirt. So now, guys, a lot of guys, if you get injured in your last year in high school, that's a big-time gray shirt area now. Yeah, because that's what Dom did. He tore his ACL in the state championship, and he was going to be coming to Penn State 2 months later. So he was supposed to be in the 2020 class and, reclassified basically, and took that year to get better and all that. And then you come back and, you play. So
all right, so I got a Sparty story for you.
Right.
Sparty is the house of horrors. It's the worst locker room in the league. One of the worst locker rooms.
Yeah, real small.
Them in Purdue, yeah. But were you part of that rain game? Were you here?
No. That Michigan State rain game, the delay game. Yeah, someone mentioned that in the chat.
5 hours.
Yeah, Phillies said the rain delay game was the worst. Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
I remember watching it, though. I was a recruit at the time. They always have crazy weather up there.
Always. So my first game there in 1993, we go out there. It's the last game of the season. We're pretty hot. I think we were 9-2 at the time, or 8-2. Lost to Michigan, lost to Ohio State. Oh, imagine that. In 93. So we go out there having to win it. We go to the Citrus Bowl. And we're down 28 points in the fourth quarter. And we'll get to that. But when we were out on the field on the day of the game, they had the old veteran stadium turf, like the old literally cement, and then they laid a carpet on top of it and called it AstroTurf.
Right.
So that was the turf that they had. So that was the really stuff that was the bad stuff that burnt you and hurt you and stuff like that. So they had that, but somehow the field got soaking wet the night before, like it frosted.
Right.
And then it melted.
Ooh.
But then it froze again in the morning. And we went out there, when we got to the game, there was this much ice on the ground. The whole field was covered with this much ice.
Just playing on ice, just roller skate,
straight ice.
Ice
if I had ice skates, I could have gone from end zone to end zone, right? You know how they got rid of it? They bought rock salt out that they put on highways.
Really?
So they put like the heavy chemical salts and stuff like that on the field, and it melted down and all that stuff. And then by the time the game started, it was all melted down, but your field was covered in these in this industrial salt. And I'm going to tell you right now, you think that a turf burn burns now? Put some turnpike salt in that wound, and that's how bad it was. I mean, it was cinders of rock salt to make the ice melt, like when they throw down on the highway when there's an ice storm,
right?
And they melt it down. They put that on their field. That they had people out there just throwing this stuff around, and when you get a turf burn on your arm or your knee, all the rock salt would go into the wound, and it would be burning the living hell out of you. So
that
I remember
sounds horrific.
And I remember KC throwing 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns to win the game, to beat them out there.
Sounds like him.
Well, actually, that 93 season, the last 3 games of the year, including the bowl game, were just like the precursor to the 94 team. Like KC he just caught fire in 1993, and then just carried it over. It just clicked on him. It just clicked for him.
Because 94 was his last year, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, he didn't have a super long career of a ton of success, right?
No, we had Tony Sacca here his first 2 years. So 91, 92. No, excuse me, 91. Tony was here. KC was a redshirt freshman. That was my first year. 92, KC busted his finger at a volleyball game, at a family volleyball game. To this day, he will fight me over this, and I bust his balls all the time. I said, "Come on, really, dude? How'd you do it? Who'd you punch? How'd you do it? Who'd you punch? How'd you do it?" "I'm telling you, Goon, I'm telling you." It was a family volleyball game, and he shattered his ring finger. And he missed the whole 92 season, or parts of 92. And then in 93, he had to have a surgery done in the off season to really fix it. Yeah, it was crazy, man. He missed a little bit of time with that off-the-field incident.
Wow, really? I didn't know about that. Was he a big-time recruit, Kerry Collins?
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you right now.
You got because was he a part of your class? Or
Casey was an unbelievable athlete. He was drafted in Major League Baseball to be a pitcher.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. And he was drafted. Gelsheiser was drafted for baseball. Derek Bonner was drafted for baseball. A lot of guys in that class ahead of me were very good athletes and stuff like that. And Kyle could have played Division I basketball if he really wanted to.
Kyle Brady, yeah.
He could probably still play Division I basketball.
He could still play Division I football if he wanted. We saw him walking down the street a couple student bookstore shows ago.
I know. You got scared. I felt bad for you.
I know. I was like, I don't want. I told you when I met him. I was like, this is he won't. You didn't play wide receiver.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, that was.
No, you meant Jared Vicious.
Yeah, I'm talking about Jared Vicious.
I'm talking about Kyle Brady.
Oh no, that's right.
Kyle Brady. Jared Vicious.
You're right.
Jared Vicious is 2 years younger than me. He's puppy's age, my little brother's age. Yeah, but KC.
God, we had so many guys that were just built insane.
Yeah, it was. I'm telling you right now. I've told you this before. I think that in our time in basketball or football up here, we could have gotten to 5 and taken on the Penn State men's hoops team.
Yeah, you guys used to run games. They don't let us
awesome.
do those these days. You don't get to do that anymore. Well, guys, there's so much at stake. Like, I remember we used to play. I remember, like, playing, like, pickup games with Officiating and, like, Tyler Warren, and then it got real, and it was like, okay, I might get, like, go in the first round. And then it was no longer are you to do, any pickup games. Because that's, guys tear stuff up.
Sure.
Yeah. But back in the day, you guys didn't care. No, thankfully not. I have a buddy that played at Boston College, and he was going into his NFL year and tore his ACL and had to miss the whole year.
Basketball.
So, yeah, playing pickup basketball. Well, yeah, he's a football
You've
player.
heard me tell the story, though, what Joe did for us?
No.
Sure.
Maybe, probably. I've heard a lot of your stories.
Every Saturday, we would go up to the intramural building and just run. We loved hoops, all of us. Me, Marco, Jeff, Andre. That's 4 of the linemen right there. You had Kijana, Archie, Pitts.
Keep you guys
just my class. We all go play. Yeah, we go get done, get your sweat in. You go out all night Friday night, get all banged up, wake up Saturday, go get a run in playing hoops. So in '92, some Yahoo up at the intramural building decided that he was going to try and block O.J. McDuffie from dunking and just undercut him.
Oh, no.
Like flipped him. Like it was like literally like he's either going to break his neck or his elbow type of thing. Like, so there's like 30 guys chasing this guy out of the building. We were going to beat the living snot out of him. We were going to like rip him like limb from limb. So the old man said, "That's it. No more basketball. None. No more basketball at the IM building." So we were all pissed off because it was like, Joe, we really enjoy it, and Joe loved guys playing multiple sports. I mean, think about it. When am I going to get any kind of footwork that I would get playing basketball in the off season? Dodging somebody at the Skeller?
You spent a lot of time there, though.
We did, just Saturdays. So
Just Saturdays,
the old man said he was mad that we were – he was not mad. He was mad that somebody tried to hurt one of his guys. So I told you what he did is that – and we wanted to keep playing basketball, so he built us a basketball court in Haluba. One of those like
Did you were you on the turf, or they built like a
it was the turf, but then they put the like a women's volleyball tournament would be on the turf, but they would have like plywood down, and then they would put the little plastic like pieces together. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
It's like an indoor, like some people have it in their like basements and stuff like that.
I know what you
so
mean.
they just snap together like little 12 by 12 pieces and stuff like that. So he had we had a whole basketball court with like collapsible rims and stuff like that up there.
Ooh.
Only football players allowed to play. And I'm telling you right now, dude, there was some serious runs going on up there.
Huh.
It was pretty awesome. I remember playing when I got done. I was like training for the draft, and I was like up there a Saturday, or maybe like a Friday afternoon. And I'm up there, and I wasn't like a break somebody down and take them to the hole. I mean, I was give me the ball in the post, I'm going to turn and score, or I would get a rebound and score. I'm very good at that.
Pure post score, Goon.
Yeah, if I put the ball on the ground, you're going to get it. That's what I was taught never to do it. So I remember sitting there, and Larry Johnson had just taken over the D-line, and he was like up watching one of the games, and I see him like, look, who's the big dude? Like, who's the big guy? And they're like, oh, he's done here. He's like, damn. He thought he found somebody like, who's this mutant?
That reminds me of like finding someone. I was at the YMCA working out. This is like this is the spring after I retired, so this is spring of 2024. And your offensive line coach, drawing a blank on his name.
Dick Anderson. He
comes over to me, I'm in my black beater working out, got the good pump, and he's like, "You ever thought about playing football before, son?" And I'm like, well, I did try that for a little bit.
Actually, he recruited me, so I'm going to say, hey, what's your name, Tiger? Hey, Landon, have you ever thought about playing football? There you go, Tiger.
I told him I tried it. It worked out pretty well, but came to an end there.
That's a good man right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dick Anderson, I will say this. I've known that man since 1983 when I was 10 years old when he was recruiting my brother, and he still checks in on me.
That's awesome.
He still does to this day.
That's very cool. No, we got some great guys.
Put a little bit of weight on there, huh, Tiger? Put a lot of weight on there, huh, Tiger? Holy hell, Tiger, you're huge.
We got we had something good real quick. I will say I got some notes in the chat. Sorry if it is buffering if you're watching on YouTube. We got some slight buffering. We're student bookstore. We said maybe not the best Wi-Fi, but the best clothing, the best Penn State clothing, and you can come meet the mascot. It does look like we might get a little bit of rain. So if you don't see him outside, do not fret. Come on inside the student bookstore. So we might be setting up in here, but we're going to play it by ear. And then, you know who we got today coming to the student bookstore, Goon?
I know.
Mike the mailman. Your neighborhood-friendly mailman will be here signing his book. That's big time. Love Mike, man.
I interviewed him the other day for Timberland Federal Credit Union.
I saw that,
my Timber Minutes.
Yeah, Timber Tuesday.
Timber Tuesday. So I'm like, hey, Mike, what's going on? He's like, so I really had it bad. I'm like, you got to talk out, Mike.
Yeah, speak up.
You got to talk out. Like, I got 2 minutes here, bro. He said, well, I never really had a bad day here. I'm like, Mike. So I got to retape the interview.
That's great.
I got to have like three microphones around him just to make sure I get his volume. But is there not a nicer human being in this world?
Oh, it doesn't get better than Mike the mailman. I took him. I did a car ride interview with him, and we went over. Have you ever been to out on 45 Earlytown Diner?
Earlystown.
Yep. Earlystown. Sorry.
Good. SOS, which is
what's that? SOS.
Cream chip beef.
Oh yeah.
Poop on a shingle.
What the
exactly. Military guys would call it. I always judge a good diner by that.
Yeah,
cream chip beef or a sausage, biscuits, and gravy. Like you got to have one of those being good if you're going to be a breakfast diner.
I'm with you. Well, I took Mike the mailman there. We got meatloaf. We had on like 3 p.m. It was like meatloaf, peas, and mashed potatoes. It was like it was the most. It was the most old man meal ever. It was a great time. Mike's always
one
great.
of my favorite meals in the world is?
What's that?
Meatloaf.
Yeah, meatloaf's great. You can never go wrong with meatloaf. Goon, I'm always curious about that. I think the coaching philosophy is changing. I want to talk a little bit more about yesterday. When you get the ball back and you are up, and it's that 4-minute drill where basically it was 2 minutes left, but it's called 4-minute drill when you have the ball and you just need to waste the clock. We
got the ball 4 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So are you of the elk that you like to just try to run the ball? If you get the first down, you get it, or do you just want to go for it and pass the football and see if you can get that one first down?
This is where we're at right now, and that is that if you pass the ball, you stop the clock for them. So that's what you got to watch out for. But you need to get that first down. So it's a lot is depending. I thought about it yesterday. A lot of it is depending on how many timeouts the opposing coach has. Like if they don't have timeouts, then you just run the ball. But if they have timeouts, they're going to use them anyway. So just run your offense.
Yeah,
running the ball 3 straight times yesterday really hurt. Obviously, in the end, it hurt. But is that what really did us in, or was up giving up 85 yards and 3 passes?
That did hurt. I truly thought when Zane Durant got that sack and it was 2nd and 18.
Yep.
I thought it was over. I'm going to be so real. I really did think it was.
This team deserves that win, man.
I know. And I don't know if it's how I was told from people, especially on that last drive and when Zane got the sack, the student section started to, not just the student, but everybody started to kind of crowd up, getting ready to rush the field. I was told, everybody was preparing for a rush.
Let's talk about that. Will you be okay with it?
Oh,
I'm both ways. Like, okay, dude, we're Penn State. We don't rush the field when we beat somebody. But I'm like, well, we're 3-5, and we just beat the number 2 team in the country. And in a horrible football season, get your asses on the field.
Yeah, that would have been a big time rush moment. Yeah, you beat the number. We haven't beaten. That would have been the biggest win in Beaver Stadium since 2016. So you have to rush that. I would have loved. I wasn't there, but I would have loved to have been a part of a rush. It's
Anybody
the coolest.
Out there know the last time that we had rushed the field?
What, prior to 2016?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't know. Let us know in the chat. When was the last time Penn State rushed the field prior to 2016? Rushed the field.
And I'm telling you, I remember back in the 80s when they beat Doug Flutie. I remember that one, but I do not recall any field rushing when I was playing.
Yeah, I can't think of one moment. Well, we had to have rushed 05 Ohio State whiteout. No way we didn't rush after that, right?
Oh, no, the police were out.
What?
Oh, man, they had the horses. It looked like Philly at one point. With the horses around the field and stuff like that. So a great story is one of our film managers, Pat Foley, is literally comes in the locker room 15 minutes into the game. He's like, he got maced. And he's in full football coaching garb, and he has a pass. He's sitting there. The reason I know what he looked like he was doing because there was a picture in the Collegian on Monday. And he's just sitting there like this, holding it up like all access, right? And he was like, I was telling them I'm all access. And then I was down in the field. I was a film guy. And he goes, the guy still dropped the mace on him. And the picture in the collegiate is him holding up his pass like this.
Oh, that's brutal. I've never been maced. I don't want to be maced
I knew
either.
he was bad.
Dude, that's got to – I can't imagine that feeling.
That's pretty bad. It's
pouring milk on your face. It's like, find me milk. Yeah, that's bad. We got multiple people saying 82 Nebraska. So it seems as though I
we didn't rush the field versus Boston College with Flutie. I think it was 84. I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. We'll try. It's not something you can really look up, unfortunately. So we have two people back to back that said 82 Nebraska.
Dame,
so it seems as though 82 Nebraska definitely did happen. So
well, that was a great one.
Yeah,
that's when we played with the oblong field.
What's that?
The people out there who know that the rush field, they know the. So like the play before the touchdown, McCloskey caught a ball. He was literally 4 yards out of bounds. And the referee was like, oh, that's a catch.
Wait, in what game?
The Nebraska game in 82, yeah. Yeah, that was definitely – we had some hometown cooking back then.
Oh, you got to love it.
This was before we joined the Big Ten. We actually used to get referee calls back in the day.
You know, I was thinking about that yesterday. I was watching a Notre Dame game last night, and I never realized, like, I knew, like, NBC was their network, but, like, it's like the Notre Dame, like, post-game show on NBC.
It's a fluff piece.
That's crazy. I never truly realized, like, how much, like, NBC is, like, pushing that. I get, like, all their execs and stuff, and they've always been NBC, but, like.
And it's always crazy because they're pushing the Big Ten Saturday night games, too.
Right.
It's like, what are you pushing here? You pushing the Big Ten or your love for, Notre Dame? You know me. You know what I hate about Notre Dame. Oh, the glory, the majesty, the pageantry of Notre Dame. Oh, my God, look at this, look at this. And you're just like, whatever, dude.
It was cool. They had a really nice snow at the end of the game, and they were beating the snot out of Navy.
Yeah.
But that's one thing I like about their tradition is the Navy and Notre Dame. They always do their alma mater kind of together. So it was cool. I thought that was pretty neat.
I think that the Army and Navy are the ones who started the alma mater stuff. So I guess the Army Navy game is the thing called who's singing first. So the winner of the game sings last. It's like one of their rally cries was we sing last.
Oh, okay.
So that was the Army Navy thing, but they would join arm in arm because, that's the future of our armed services, you guys can hate each other in the field all you want, but you're going to be working together real soon when you graduate Army and Navy. So
that's for sure.
Look at them setting them up.
Bruce says, I thought, so we got a couple people saying a friend had a pylon from the 05 Ohio State. Some people, it seems like they might have gotten on the field at Ohio State.
They got on there a little bit.
And then,
they restored.
Wow. Because it's not easy to stop a rush. That's why
it wasn't a rush. It was trickle. That was the problem.
That's the problem. You got to be all in.
Yeah, you got one kid like running out like.
Yeah.
And he gets like hammered.
You got to just go. Well, it was cool. Texas Tech, they rushed the field yesterday, but what they actually did is I think they played BYU. They let BYU get off the field, and then so their AD called it a celebration. It wasn't a rush. I don't know if that helps them stopping from not getting fined.
Yeah.
Because the schools get fined like $500,000.
Correct.
Because I remember when I was at Auburn visiting, I think it was Gus Malzone was still there. It was after, I think, and he was telling me a story. He was like, yeah, Tim Cook, because they're big-time Apple people. Tim Cook's a big-time Auburn guy. He paid the $500,000 for Auburn when they rushed the field. So it cost a lot of money for the athletic department if you rush the field. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Someone in the chat earlier said, this is a tough watch. I want to tell them, if you were coming here to get full-on analysis, you can come to my post-game show after this, but if you ever listen to Goon and I, you're not getting in depth. We're not going play-by-play here.
What do you mean it's a tough watch?
Yeah, tell them to get out of here.
That's all right.
I'm just kidding. You're welcome.
We're just pretty.
Yeah, we're pretty. We're just talking shop here. This is. I've heard from a lot of people. This is their favorite show, Goon. That we
keeps people off the bridges from jumping.
Yeah, it's fun. It's kind of like obligatory.
You wake up in the morning and the sun rose.
The sun did come up.
The sun did come up. I know it sucks, though, dude. I don't like being 3-6.
Jack said Mark Bowman, but he gave him the moniker. Is this a real moniker? Mark Stonehands Bowman.
Stonehands Bowman. He had like one catch in his career here. It was versus Nebraska in the end zone. And they say that ball was trapped, too. He can reply back because there was he was like the 19-string tight end in the game. He was like a blocking tight end on the goal line play that beat Nebraska that on the last play of the game. And he definitely trapped the ball, and this is after McCloskey had the out of bounds catch. So the referees were cooking for Penn State then.
That's all right. I wonder if what made us had to leave Independent? Oh, someone said he was talking about the buffering. Yeah, sorry about that. Once again, come on the student bookstore, not for the Wi-Fi, but for the fantastic Penn State clothing. What was the force? Because you were on the team. What was said to you guys? Why did we change from Independent to Big Ten? Was there just more money to be had? It seems like maybe there was at the time, but Notre Dame rakes in so much money. Like the playoffs last year, they got to keep so much more money than everybody else.
If they lose one more game this year, they don't have that. Like they are locked into the playoff, and if they don't go, it's going to be a horrible budgeted year for them.
It's a good point. So it's more of a fallback. But if there's a lot of success,
there's a lot of with a big old windfall if they make it because they'll get that $50 million. They can keep it. If we get $50 million, we got to split it 18 ways.
Ugh. UCLA gets a piece of it now. Actually, I think there's something with the four West Coast teams. Yeah, Rutgers. I think they don't get everything yet. There's something.
Yeah,
I need to look into that. But yeah, Rutgers is getting a split of the money. Which, by the way, that's going to be a battle. Michigan State game, and we got Michigan State, Nebraska, and Rutgers. And we got to battle out against Michigan State, I think.
How the hell was Nebraska an underdog versus UCLA last night?
I don't know.
What is that about?
Yeah, it didn't make. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how they.
Well, Nebraska. Won. They dropped a couple recently. Our guy Matt Rule got his extension though, so he's living good.
They lost to Minnesota,
and then they lost to someone else. They lost back to back. That's for sure. I forget who it was. I'll have to look it up. Someone said 1992 Miami, we greased the goalpost in case with a field guy rushed in. We did not need to. Said we didn't need to. What happened?
They definitely did that. I mean, Philadelphia says they invented the grease poles. I don't believe that because Penn State was greasing the end zone, the uprights long before that. So
really?
Getting up to try to get onto the goalpost to hang on it and try and pull it down, they literally put grease all over them.
Well, that's smart. Well, because you had the kid. There was a kid that when the Eagles won, he fell off a lamp post.
Well, it was a lamp post, yeah.
15 feet in the air and passed away. You got to be careful with that stuff, man.
But they were doing this to the poles before the game.
Just get.
Swear to God.
Really?
Yeah.
The ball hits and just kind of slips right in. Yeah, instead of just doinking off slips.
Nobody could grab onto it and try and pull it down. So that 92 Miami game was set up so perfect for us, and we choked. God. So many things went wrong in that game.
Do you enjoy as a fan / player? Was it cooler back in the day to get to play all these different teams as an independent, or was it you like it more playing the same teams, always getting Ohio State and Michigan?
The whole new thing. I mean, the influx of the four West Coast teams has been pretty cool. You know.
Yeah, you got Oregon at Iowa. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was a hell of a game too.
That was a really good one
in that weather.
That was some Iowa weather. That game was made for them,
man. And you got to give Oregon a lot of credit because I was on Iowa big time that game. I've been talking about Iowa for 2 weeks now, saying how good that they were and how they are, and that our loss to them wasn't as bad as it really seems because they're a really good football team. And then all of a sudden they go out. I was predicting that they were going to beat Oregon and really prove that we're actually a pretty good team and all that stuff. But then they go out and Oregon showed a lot of guts. I got to give Lanning a lot of credit, man. He went into Penn State in the whiteout this year, won, and went out to Iowa.
I won. Yeah.
In a late afternoon, early evening game, and won there also in horrible weather.
Yeah,
so I mean, he's got those guys rolling out there. But I mean, let's just talk about the gorilla in the room, and that is: do you see anybody beating Ohio State?
No. I think Indiana yesterday, as much as it was hard fought, and you saw how they got some real talent. I just don't think anybody's on Ohio State's level talent-wise.
I'm just watch the highlights. I mean, I watched some of the game yesterday, but I'm watching the highlights today, and I'm like, look at their O-line, and I'm just like, dude, these guys are all out there finishing their blocks big time, trying to, put guys through the ground.
Oh, yeah.
They're not aggressive. Just building a wall. They're trying to, literally take you off your feet and put you into the ground. I mean, you don't see that much anymore. I mean, Ohio, they got it going. They got offense, defense. They got the run game. They got the pass game. They got the special teams. Honest to God, I mean, I said it on my show this week, and that is, it literally might be one of the most best football teams I've seen in college history. Top to bottom, all around. Offense, defense, passing,
which is crazy because it was supposed to be a rebuild year for them. A rebuild year.
Dude, I mean.
They're better than they were last year.
I think they are.
I think they're because their quarterback play. I mean, saying is legit, dude. Why do they keep getting to just refill on quarterback with just elite guys? I don't know if it's how they do it. I don't know if it's the development there. They got our guy. You remember Billy Fessler was a backup quarterback. He's the quarterback coach for Julian Sand right now.
But does Fessler take what Julian does well and builds it around him, or does he say you're doing it our way? Because that seems to be an issue with us. I see in the last couple of years.
Yeah. We've
had problems with how many quarterbacks being. How many times have we said we've always tried to put a square nut in a round hole. With Hackenberg running an RPO offense. Come on, that's not what he does. Trace McSorley was the perfect player in James Franklin's offense and stuff like that.
Yeah, Joe Moorhead, that was a good one. But it has been a little bit of struggle recently. My guess is a little bit of both. They really brought Sand along. They let him. They made it easy for him early in the season. I was watching a lot of it, and they're starting to really open it up now. And they got 2 first-round wide receivers. We saw that last week.
Every week, every year they have them.
They don't stop reloading the wide. And now they're getting Chris Henry's son. I remember him. He was the Bengals wide receiver that fell off the truck, and his son is a 6'5" wide receiver that's a burner, and he's a 5-star, best wide receiver in America, and guess where he's headed. Yeah, so continue. Although, good news, we don't play Ohio State till 2028, which I think makes me sad. I think in the current conditions, that's all right. I'm okay with that as we start to start a little bit of a rebuild here. For that, hopefully, isn't too much of a rebuild, but yeah, we no Ohio State, but no Michigan. No Ohio State, no Oregon, no Indiana next year. So you got at Michigan and you got at Washington, which at Washington can be a tough one. But
I'm going.
You're going to go out there to watch. Oh, because you're going to see your boy.
Yeah.
What's his name again?
Stevie Entman.
Stevie Entman, one of the biggest human beings I've ever seen in my entire walk of life.
Me too. And that's from a big, huge, large human being.
Yeah, we're sitting here. We're 2 of the biggest human beings in State College, and we're talking about this guy's towering over us.
That was unbelievable.
He was what was he? He was a
D-tackle.
He was a D-tackle.
He was the first overall pick of the of the Indianapolis Colts in 1991. He was he won the Outland, the Lombardi, all the awards and stuff like that. He was 6'5", 325 pounds, running the 4.6 40.
Woo!
Dude, the guy was insane. You're not that tall playing that position, but because you know what happens, and that's you get your knees whacked down. Yeah, and that's what happened to him.
Yeah, when you're that big, it gets rough.
They cut him down. They cut him down.
Jurgen, thank you so much for the donation. He says, off-topic question for Goon. Was JT Morris the best RB of that awesome recruiting class? I don't even know who JT Morris is.
See?
Taking me back. This is the best part about this show. I get educated, and you guys get to relive some fantastic memories here.
We had 6 All-American running backs on the 91 recruiting class. 6. We had 4 guys that were All-American running backs, and then 2 guys that were All-American fullbacks.
Really?
It was insane, dude, just in that class. So you had Archie, Pitts, and Kijana. They were the 3 headbangers and stuff like that. And then you had Whitman and Milne in front of them at fullback. So it's just those 2 guys, those 5 guys right there. That's 5 NFL players right there. And then you had in JT Morris, who was just in our class our freshman year. He's from Lynchburg, Tennessee. He was so freaking good that they were like, we can get you in the field at fullback. It's the only place we can get you on the field right now. So he played a little bit of fullback. He's a tough kid. Going from running back to tailback to fullback just to get on the field. He was that good of a player. So you think about all that talent in the 91 team. He did not redshirt. He was playing in 1991. And then he just got homesick as hell, missed his girlfriend and stuff like that. And it was one of those things he wanted to transfer out. He just wasn't fitting in here. He just didn't like it. He wanted to be around his girl, his family down in Lynchburg, Virginia. And he ended up, Joe finally gave him his papers to leave, because that was the thing. You had to ask for your permission to leave.
Right.
This is before the transfer portal
stuff.
There's
no enter in the portal. Yeah.
So remember the other thing about the transfer portal is if you transferred to another Division I school, you had to sit out a whole year.
Right.
And if you transferred to a Big Ten school, you had to pay for your scholarship.
Oh, no, dude.
So there was that. They really didn't have the transfers from school to school in the Big Ten. And they didn't because, I mean, if you transferred, so if I wanted to transfer to Temple or to Pitt, I would have to sit out a whole other year. So you miss another year. So it's like, all right, well, I'm not going to sit out another year. I could just suck it up and wait my time here. So JT wanted out. He wanted out bad. Joe finally gave it to him, and he goes down, and he's playing for Liberty, JT Morris is. And he got the Bo Jackson hip injury. And he never played football again.
Wow.
I mean, he was an unbelievable talent. Nice guy, too. Really cool guy.
That sucks, man.
Like a really, really chill, brother from down south. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Down home chill. Just like, what's up, man? What's up?
Some guys, yeah. It's different. Now you're getting paid a lot of money to move around and whatnot. But that's kind of the interesting piece. A lot of guys, and I've seen studies on this of how many. A lot of times recruits stay in their region. If you're from the Northeast, you go to a Northeast school.
Sure.
That's starting to change a lot with NIL money.
Well, that's a great question. You bring up a great point, and I thought about this because I was a smart-ass 18-year-old kid telling my dad, I'm going to Florida State. I'm going to go to Florida State, And my dad just looked at me and he says, that's great. He goes, I might see you play once a year. And that was the reason why not the reason I didn't go to Florida State. It was the reason I came to Penn State because my friends and family were so close. It was definitely a regional thing. But I have a question: is that do guys get travel money in their NIL deals and stuff like that for their family?
Yeah, guys are negotiating that now. There was this guy that wanted, he wanted private planes. I saw not Penn State, but there was some SEC. There was some five star.
No,
He's like,
on,
I want
man.
private planes. I want a car. Yeah, guys are trying to. Oh yeah.
Now, I do know, because my buddy's kid plays at Michigan, that there is a travel budget for family for bowl games.
Yes. Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
Yeah, there's so much stuff.
What did you get?
Well, I don't know. Now Let
me see what my back and my spine and my knees have given you, Landon. Let's see what we've taken care of you guys for. What did you guys get for free this time?
Well, you see,
your mom and dad got travel brochures to bowl games.
Yeah, they get some travel money. They help out with the airfare.
Well, who's doing that? The school, or the university, or the bowl?
Maybe all of them together. I don't know exactly. We just got so much more money because all you guys got.
He thinks I'm mad at him. Dude, I just want to know.
No, I really don't know exactly. I
ridiculous.
want to say it was I don't want to say it's Penn State that did it, but you just got so many more things. I remember we get a bowl check, not only just. Because we had the same thing that you guys used to do, where you get money for your if you Franklin would have let you go from your house, so you fly. So I'm from Maryland, I can fly from BWI to the bowl site, and so the same thing. If you want to, you're going to get the most expensive ticket. So here's $1,200.
They give you a first class flight from your home to the bowl game, and if you can find a difference, you keep the difference.
Absolutely, but now
they had that when I was here. So go ahead.
So now you get gift cards, checks, whatever's sponsoring the bowl game. You get to go to Best Buy and spend $500 on whatever you want. You get Outback gift cards. The Rose Bowl. We got these. Did you get bowl gifts? You guys didn't get bowl gifts?
We got bowl gifts.
Oh, okay. What were your bowl gifts? Because I got some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
We're getting flat screen TVs aren't that cool anymore, but I got a really nice massage gun. It's the nicest. It's a $500 massage gun. I got that from the Rose Bowl. I was using it last night. It's fantastic. So, you guys probably got a McDonald's toy for your bowl gift. That's kind of what it seems. Well, Goon just sits on that.
Let me just think about this.
Okay, go
Our
ahead.
bowl gifts to the Rose Bowl. See, the university would give you a gift, a allotment of money. So say you have $500 to spend on bowl gifts. That's where our bowl gifts would come from. So you went to the Rose Bowl. They gave us a watch, which was absolutely pathetically ugly.
We still get the Rose Bowl watch.
So
it sucks.
bad.
Yeah, it's still bad. It's like a
So one of our gifts that we got, the Big Ten, winning the Big Ten and going to the Rose Bowl, was we got rings. So we got a ring. So they took that out of the money.
They took that out of it.
You know what I mean? They had a
But
certain
I'm saying,
rule.
in the
They
equation,
allocated that certain amount of money for it.
That's crazy. That should just be for. Oh, okay.
Well, that's not the bowl now. Now the bowls are giving rings now.
Yeah.
This is one was from Penn State for winning the Big Ten. And you've seen my ring. It doesn't say national champions. Because we were not allowed to write national champions was on our ring because we did not win the national championship from the AP or UPI.
Wow.
So it says undefeated champions.
Undefeated champions. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry, buddy.
Yep.
That and you didn't get to go to Lowry's for the – or you got to go to
we
Lowry's.
got to go to Lowry's.
You didn't get to eat
one
much
plate.
of it. Just one plate. One plate only.
So let me think now. So this is – I'm going to tell you a story here, and it still infuriates me. Still, to this day. Let me think now. The bowl gift. So we got about $600-700. So they gave us like sweatshirt. They gave us like workout like shoes. They gave us like these new Nikes, and they were the ugliest shoes we've ever seen. They looked like orca whales. Like that's how bad they were. They were so horrendous. But now they're worth so much money if you just kept them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's like one of one. Like, dude, no one else got these. There's only like 200 pair of these ever made.
Kajana Carter's pair of, shoes. I saw Kajana on the street the other day, by the way. I saw his head, and instantly I was with Sarah, and we were like, I know that head anywhere. That bald head right there.
You ever ask him why?
No, actually never.
Because we came to Penn State the first day of school. They shaved our heads.
Did he liked it?
We were the number one recruiting class in the country. We were awesome, loaded, and the older guys were proud, and they wanted to drop us down a couple pegs.
Yeah, you got to do that.
So we walked in, and they just literally just shaved us bald, and Kijana's hair never grew back. He had that like nasty what was his name? The black dude who was the cop, and he had the neighbor who was like the little dork kid, Urkel.
Oh yeah,
but
Steve
the one brother had like the Gumby swoop.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of brothers.
Family matters.
We had a lot of brothers with the swoop back in the day coming into class. Like Scoop Dingle had a nice fade in this, and that went away, man. So a lot of these guys never recovered from it. So Kijana's hair never grew back. He said.
Wow.
Yep.
Since
he talks about it. It's 91.
91.
He talks about it. He was like, oh, man, I had full head of hair. And Marco's bald ass now, too, Mr. Potato Head. He was bald. And we were all ugly because that was like Jordan made bald cool for brothers.
Right, yeah.
But he still had hair in 91.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't rocking a bald completely, maybe not yet, but he was the only brother with the bald head. So it hadn't become like a thing yet. So all the brothers were. I mean, we looked like Harry Krishners walking around to going to dinner and stuff like that. It was so bad, dude. I looked like Gomer Pyle from Full Metal Jacket. It was just something. I mean, if I could find them, you'll laugh because we got our student ID cards made and we were all bald.
Oh my!
And I got this big ass potato head, and like I got no hair on it. And again.
What did Joe think of that?
Joe was pissed. That's the other end of the story.
Oh, no.
So we didn't have to do any freshman entertainment because Joe was furious. Because he's like, that's hazing. And he was, he wasn't all about that type of crap and stuff like that. So he was like, he wasn't happy with the guys doing it, not happy at all. So we didn't have to do any kind of freshman entertainment.
That's good. I'm freshman skits. I don't know if you guys, that's what we did, yeah. I enjoyed that, though. They were fun. Goon, we had someone said, Kyle says, I love story time with Goon. That's what we're here for. This old school, new school. Yeah. We sit here, we shoot the crap, we have a good time. And the line has appeared now.
Is he here?
He's around somewhere.
He's
we'll put the Nittany Lion mascot.
He's lurking.
Come on down to the student bookstore. 10 minutes from now, he is going to be popping out. He's going to get a standing ovation, and Goon and I are just going to sit here in the corner.
Well, there's also, what time is the email guy coming? Mike the email man.
Mike the email man. I guess that would be his next step, huh?
That's the next step.
Mike the mailman.
That's his next venture.
Mike the mailman's also going to be here, I believe.
So he's going to be here and the Lion?
Yes.
So we got no shot.
Yeah, we got no. Yeah,
Just pack it up right now. This is winding up.
We'll finish this up because
I'm telling you, there's for those of you who understand and know the system here, the hierarchy of the school goes Spider.
Yeah, Spider Caldwell. Yeah.
Mike the mailman.
No.
Head football coach. That's just the pecking order in State College and in the Penn State area.
Where Nittany Lion mascot? Where does he go?
He's up there.
Yeah, he's up there as well.
When the little kids are there.
So you got that, and then you got two old, retired, fat offensive linemen doing a radio show. Mm-hmm. So you got that stacking up.
Very old. Actually, older.
Yeah. Happy birthday once again to Goon. If you missed it at the beginning, it's Big Goon's 53 year, which was the jersey number. So that's good. It's all good. What are you going to do? Good food today?
It was pretty funny. I left my tailgate yesterday at 1 o'clock.
Well, now you're old then.
No.
Oh,
I said I was feeling good. And I said, I feel good.
You didn't want to feel bad. So.
I didn't want to. I mean, you've seen me come in here after a long day. Not hungover. I haven't got really too banged up, but physically, my back hurts, my leg hurts, and all that stuff from the the car accident and stuff like that. So I got that. So I just I told Kerry yesterday. I said, just get me home. And she's like, why? Are you hurt? Are you sick? Are you? I'm like, no, I feel good, but I want to keep feeling good. I don't want to go backwards. With this rehab stuff. So
you want to feel good for your birthday too. So I know you came in. This is the intro of you coming in today.
Here pretty much.
You basically did. We're gonna be off the walker. Here
you know what?
Soon.
I had the walker. I had a walker just defend myself if that lion came at me. He was up there larking, dude. He was he was up at his little like.
He's in a little lion cave. I don't know where do lions go.
Dude, I'm telling you,
he's coming down. He's definitely is.
He has this place. He has this place perfectly.
It's his.
Recruited.
You're right about that. Once again, come on down to the Student Bookstore, downtown State College.
I love the action here Sundays.
It's amazing. You've got people flowing in and out. It's a great vibe. Next show after Nebraska will be our last one of the year here, Goon. And we're going to have to get you in this what is that up there?
That's a Hugh Hefner Penn State looking robe.
Yeah, there's a robe that's up there that I don't know. I think it might just be an XL. And we're going to put Goon in that for the last show.
What are you doing? What are you wearing?
I'll put something on too. But I want to get you in that. And although
maybe we got 2 weeks. Maybe somebody can make one, stitch one up.
We'll stitch 2 XLs together.
That's fine.
That'll work.
That. You get 1.5. We can wear it together.
Yeah, we can wear it together.
Like
we probably would get kicked off of YouTube if we do that. Maybe even the radio waves at that point. But they wouldn't see anything on the radio waves, so I think we'd be all right.
No,
but yeah, it'd be great.
Definitely, I want to talk about the game yesterday, and that was the effort that the guys put in. I'm very proud, very happy for them. I wish Terry had gotten that win in front of the home crowd. Thank you, crowd, for being the way you were for this team and for these guys and for this staff, for this university. I mean, you guys were great. I mean, I'm telling you, the pessimistic people were out yesterday like, oh, look how empty it is. It's so quiet in here. It didn't sound quiet in that fourth quarter, did it?
No, it wasn't quiet at all.
Nope.
It was great.
We have the best fan base in the world right here. Keep it that way.
Yes.
Don't go down that haters path. So
no, keep supporting these guys.
I'm actually pretty impressed. We didn't get one phone call about who's the next coach.
Yeah.
How many times you get asked that question?
A lot. Someone even in the chat was asking for it. I want Goon's list. I'm like,
my list?
I don't think anybody knows at this point who it's going to be, guy. Like,
I mean, honest to God, I'm going to say this. I'll give you my list. I'll give you guys. I would have lost money on the rule thing because my heart of hearts thought that Pat would have gone after Matt.
I did too. I honestly thought it was going to be Matt.
Matt and Pat's past relationship, I thought would have carried the day into him getting the job here. With that said, when he got his extension and stuff like that, that's what I've been thrown for a loop in up top. Like, I don't know. Now, I have a list of guys that I would like to see here. Guys I'm okay with. I'm okay with Manny Diaz being here, Freeman being here, Signetti being here, guy Brent Key from Georgia Tech.
Like him, yeah.
Elko. I mean, all the names that we're throwing out there, I'm okay with. I'm not okay with anybody. You know what I mean? You've heard me say it before, but my faith is 1,000,000% in Pat.
Yep.
In Pat Kraft and making this decision. Is if you ever hung out with Pat Kraft, you know his will and his want to win. He's not going to half-ass this thing. He is going to make the right decision for him, his university, his family, and the football program. Trust me, it's his livelihood too.
Yeah.
So another guy. I mean, Ryan Silverfield from Memphis is a guy that I know from coaching in my past. I love Elko at Texas Tech or Texas A&M. I don't know if we can lure him out of there.
That'd be tough because they're going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Well, that's the other piece of it too. That you got to be careful about the timeline, the calendar of this college football season. Where signing day, I mean, back when you were signing, it was February, and that was it. There was no early signing day, and then 2017, here comes early signing day, and it was still kind of. What's that?
Did you hear that?
Is the line
freaking lion, dude?
You could feel everybody. It's
someone
like
just hit a window back there. I think it was sure the lion.
The lion's coming.
Sorry.
That's for sure. Make sure to come on down. But no, I'm just saying it's so different. You got National Signing Day was February, and then some guys started to sign in a little bit before Christmas, and now they moved this thing up to December 3rd.
Yeah. So what you're saying is, to put this in layman's term, is we have our last game the 29th. So the 30th of November is then okay. If we're going to sign a coach, we have 5 days.
Yeah. Signing day,
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we have 4 full days as a head coach. If our coach is signed by the end of the season. But if our coach that we are going after is in the playoffs, we're not going to have a coach. So we're not going to have any kids sign here.
Yeah.
Now, with that said, we talked about this on Monday night, and that is that, by the way, tomorrow night at the Blue White Golf Course at 6 o'clock is Mike Rhodes. Mike Rhodes is going to be our guest tomorrow
Bringing
night.
in Rhodes?
Coach.
Oh, yeah.
Coach is coming in. And the next week we got Levi next Monday night, Levi Haynes.
We got some great guests coming on.
But do our kids, no one has to sign a letter of intent.
No, it's NIL deals now. You're not signing your NLI, you're signing your NIL now. I'm serious. There's no more NLI. There's no more National Letter of Intent.
LOI.
Yeah, no, you're signing NIL deals, and that's why now, like guys Julian Sayin, who's playing for Ohio State right now, he was at Alabama for 10 days. He got there, Alabama, whatever. I think they played in the Rose Bowl against Michigan. That was.
So that's the reason why I'm okay with that. But it is what it is. But so, okay, who was this? The offensive lineman that was at Ohio State last week?
Kevin Brown.
Okay,
is a big time recruit.
They have been talking about this kid for 3 years here, being the top recruit. I mean, I've never seen a kid that at that age had that kind of muscular build for an O lineman.
Oh no, it's crazy.
Okay, so is that a kid that's so intent on going to Penn State? Like, he seems to be the kind of guy who will want to be at Penn State no matter what.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ohio State's doing some pretty good recruiting. It was that way, and I think it was that way. And then once Franklin, I think it shows how important Franklin was to the whole operation, how he kind of had his paws on everything, especially the recruiting. Like, look at LSU and Auburn. Dude, they fire their coaches. They actually gained recruits. We fire our coach and our 2026 recruiting class that we're signing here in less than a month. Basically,
how do you get recruited? They don't know who the hell their coach is going to be.
I know. It's crazy. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. So I think that's why sooner rather than later.
So
I think at the latest you got to sign someone.
But you need to go back to your point in saying that this is not a letter of intent day, because the letter of intent doesn't mean anything anymore. It's a question of Kevin Brown, right? That's the kid we're talking about.
Yeah, Kevin Brown.
Okay, so Kevin Brown, the kid, the O-lineman from the Harrisburg area, committed here. Now he's teetering between here and Ohio State. So what he's signing on to that that December 4th would be his first paycheck.
I would all depend. That's the crazy part. Everything. There's no regulations. There's no set anything. Right now some guys are front loaded. Some guys are back loaded. It's not good. It's chaos. There's no rules for anything. There's no guidelines. There's no this is what we're going to do.
No, but what I'm saying is I'm like, maybe our recruits can hold off and not sign letter of intent anywhere. Wait to see who we get to be a head coach. But if they're going to get paid, they got to.
You ready for this, Goon? This one's going to hurt Goon. Guys in high school are already being paid by their teams to stay committed. Yeah. Guys are already getting checks,
Again, so
10 grand
I've already
here.
said that I'd be dead if I was in college with this kind of money, but now I'd be dead if I was in high school with that kind of money. So you get a kid that's a 17-year-old in high school getting $1 million?
They're not giving them that much, but yes, no, there is probably tens of thousands of dollars. I mean, there's probably guys getting paid, monthly. Hey, I'll give you, your senior year, these last, 6 months, I'm going to give you 10 grand a month to just stay committed to us. Imagine not only being a college student, imagine being a high school student with tens of thousands of dollars. I worked landscaping, and I had a couple $100 and I was rich.
Look at how angry you are.
I'm even angry now. Yeah.
So there you go. Now
so
you know where
I
I'm
feel
at.
some of your pain, yes. This world, I don't know, Goon. I don't know. It's crazy. I do want to give a shout out. Terry Smith said at the end of his presser, he did say that he said it was really cool to just be running out of that tunnel and be in the same shoes that Joe Paterno was in. And so I think that was pretty cool for Terry Smith, and obviously paying homage to Joe. So really awesome stuff there. Goon, our second to last show here at the Student Bookstore, downtown State College on our Sunday morning. We'll have one more after Nebraska. We do it after home games. So it's been fun. We got one more to go, and the Nittany Lion mascot is going to be here just any second.
Look at your boy. Mailman out there taking pictures of kids
Mike
out
the
there.
Mailman.
People are throwing children at him like he's like St. Francis of Assisi over here. Jeez.
It's Mike the Mailman's world. We're just living in it, ladies and gentlemen.
The sooner people realize that, the better. Your life gets a lot easier once you realize that you were always going to be second fiddle to Mike the Mailman.
There we go. Just recognize it. Ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you guys joining us today. I hate somebody said they didn't
like our show.
No, it turns out it was just buffering. They said that it was just, the stream was a little rough. So,
all right.
Like I said, you come to the Student Bookstore, not for the Wi-Fi.
Try to ruin my birthday over here. Jeez,
no, we're good. We're having a good time. Goon,
Awesome
appreciate
time,
you, brother.
You know I love coming down here.
Absolutely. We'll be together
We
tomorrow.
talk a lot about
6
football here,
p.m.
don't we?
We do. That is for sure. I mean, there's definitely a lot of football talk, beer, food, everything else in between.
We have enough time to talk about football.
You're right about that. So Goon and I will be live tomorrow, 6 p.m.